Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today's topic is depression, a serious mental health condition marked by persistent sadness, loss of interest, and energy. It's vital to understand its signs as it's the initial step towards help and healing. We'll discuss the top 10 signs of depression, each illustrated with examples for better understanding. Knowledge is key in tackling any problem, so knowing these signs can be life-changing, whether for you or a loved one. Join us as we explore the top 10 signs that you might be dealing with depression. Sign 1. Persistent sadness. Everyone has days when they feel a bit down, when the world seems a little grayer. But when that sadness lingers, when it stretches into weeks or months, it may be more than just a passing mood. This is what we call persistent sadness, and it's a common sign of depression. It's not just about feeling unhappy, it's a profound, enduring sense of sorrow that can affect every aspect of your life. It can make getting out of bed in the morning feel like an enormous task. It can turn activities you once loved into chores you dread. It can make every moment feel heavy and draining. And here's the important part. If you're experiencing persistent sadness, it's not your fault. Depression is a real serious health condition, just like heart disease or diabetes. If you find yourself perpetually in a state of sadness, it might be time to seek help. Sign 2. Loss of interest in activities you once loved. This might seem like a harmless phase at first, but it's important to note that depression often manifests as a sudden disinterest in things that used to bring joy. Imagine being a bookworm who could read for hours, but now the sight of a book doesn't stir a thing. Or perhaps you were a passionate cook, but lately the kitchen feels like foreign territory, and you'd rather not engage. Depression has this sly way of stealing your enthusiasm, making what once excited you seem dull and unappealing. It's as though the world has lost its color, and everything is a shade of gray. This is not just a simple case of boredom, it's a profound loss that seeps into every facet of your life, making even the most mundane tasks feel like an uphill battle. A sudden loss of interest in your hobbies might be more than just boredom. It could be a sign of depression. Sign 3. Significant changes in your appetite or weight. Depression doesn't just affect your mind, it can also have a profound impact on your physical health. One of the most noticeable signs is a change in your eating habits. Some people find themselves constantly reaching for comfort food even when they're not hungry. This can lead to significant weight gain. On the other hand, some people lose their appetite entirely. The thought of eating can seem like a chore, and they may find themselves skipping meals. This loss of appetite can result in noticeable weight loss. Depression can distort the way you see food, turning it from a source of nourishment into a source of stress. It's important to remember that these changes aren't always obvious. They can happen gradually over time, making them easy to miss. If you notice drastic changes in your appetite or weight without any clear reason, it may be a symptom of depression. Sign 4. Sleep disturbances, either sleeping too much or too little. Sleep. It's our body's way of recharging, essential for our overall health. Yet when we're battling depression, our sleep patterns can become greatly disrupted. Some find themselves wrestling with insomnia, lying awake at night, their minds churning with worry and anxiety. Others may experience the opposite effect, hypersomnia, where they sleep excessively, finding it hard to get out of bed, feeling perpetually tired. These disturbances aren't merely fleeting instances of bad sleep, they're consistent, leaving you feeling drained, impacting your ability to function during the day. It's important to remember that our bodies are complex and interconnected systems. Sleep disturbances can be a symptom of a larger issue, a sign that our mental health needs attention. So if you find yourself consistently sleeping too much or too little, it may be more than just an off day, it could be a sign of depression. Sign 5. Persistent feelings of fatigue or loss of energy. Depression can take a toll on your body as well as your mind. It can leave you feeling constantly drained, even when you haven't exerted much physical effort. This isn't the typical tiredness that comes after a long day or a strenuous activity. It's a profound fatigue that doesn't get better with rest. You may find it difficult to get out of bed in the morning or to perform your daily tasks. It can feel like you're moving through life with weights strapped to your feet, and no matter how much sleep you get, you never seem to feel recharged. This constant fatigue can also lead to a loss of energy. You may find yourself sitting or lying down more often, or avoiding activities that require effort. So remember, constant fatigue isn't always due to a busy schedule, it could be a sign of depression. Sign 6. Feelings of worthlessness or guilt. Now, let's delve into another significant indicator of depression. Sometimes the world can weigh heavy on us, making us feel like we're not good enough or that we've done something terribly wrong. These feelings can often be signs of depression. Depression has a way of distorting our self-perception, making us believe that we're worthless or that we're always at fault. It's like wearing a pair of glasses that only show us our flaws, our mistakes, and our shortcomings. These feelings can be overwhelming, causing us to drown in a sea of self-deprecation and guilt. You might find yourself constantly apologizing, feeling like you're always in the wrong even when you're not, or feeling like you're a burden to those around you. Remember, feeling excessively guilty or worthless is not your fault. It's a common symptom of depression. If you often feel worthless or overly guilty, it may be a symptom of depression. Sign 7. Difficulty concentrating or making decisions. It's not just about forgetfulness or the occasional indecision. When depression comes into play, it can feel like your brain is wrapped in a dense fog, making it hard to think clearly or make even the simplest decisions. Depression can make it tough to maintain focus. It can be a struggle to keep your attention on a book, a movie, or even a conversation. Your thoughts might seem to skitter across your mind like leaves in the wind, leaving you feeling lost and unmoored. And decision-making? That can be even harder. Whether it's deciding what to have for dinner or making a major life choice, depression can make every decision feel like an insurmountable mountain. It's not just indecision, but a deep-seated feeling of being overwhelmed by the options and the potential outcomes. If you're having trouble focusing or making decisions, it could be more than just stress. It might be depression. Sign 8. Unexplained physical problems, such as back pain or headaches. Depression isn't just a mental or emotional condition. It can also create physical symptoms that might surprise you. For example, you might be dealing with chronic pain in your back or frequent headaches. You might even experience digestive problems, cramps, or a constant feeling of unease in your body. The intriguing part is that these symptoms often persist even after taking medication or following a doctor's advice. It can be frustrating, especially when you can't figure out why your body is acting up. It's because depression can cause real, tangible changes in your physical health. These conditions aren't just in your head. They're real, and they're a sign that something deeper might be going on. So if you're dealing with persistent physical problems that don't have an apparent cause, it might be time to consider whether depression is the hidden culprit. Persistent physical issues without a clear cause might be a hidden sign of depression. Sign 9. Thoughts of death or suicide. This is a severe sign of depression and not something to be taken lightly. It's a harrowing reality that those battling depression often grapple with thoughts of ending their own lives. It's a stark reminder of how intense and overwhelming this mental health condition can be. The thought process isn't always about a desire to die, but rather a desperate need for relief from the deep-seated pain that depression can cause. It's absolutely vital to understand that if you or someone you know is experiencing thoughts of death or suicide, immediate help should be sought. Reach out to a mental health professional, a trusted individual in your life, or a suicide prevention hotline. There's always help available, and there's always hope for a better tomorrow. Remember, if you're having thoughts of death or suicide, it's crucial to seek help immediately. Sign 10. Increased irritability or restlessness. Depression isn't only about feeling down or sad. Sometimes it manifests as an ongoing sense of restlessness or a heightened level of irritability. You may find yourself easily annoyed, even by trivial matters, or you might constantly feel on edge, unable to sit still or focus. This is because depression can interfere with your brain's chemical balance, affecting your mood and emotional state. This restlessness isn't the usual nervous anticipation before a big event or the irritability that comes from a bad day. It's a constant undercurrent, a relentless uneasiness that doesn't seem to have a specific cause. It's like trying to hold a conversation while a loud noise distracts you, except the noise is in your mind, and it's always there. Remember, everyone has off days, but if this state of heightened irritability or restlessness persists, it may be more than just a bad day. If you're experiencing heightened irritability or restlessness, it may be a sign of depression. These are the top 10 signs of depression. Remember, it's okay to seek help. As we've explored today, depression can manifest in various forms. It can be a persistent sadness, a loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed, or noticeable changes in appetite or weight. It can disrupt your sleep, leave you feeling fatigued, or instill feelings of worthlessness. Depression can also affect your ability to concentrate, cause unexplained physical problems, or lead to thoughts of death or suicide. Lastly, irritability or restlessness can be indicative of this mental health condition. If you identify with any of these signs, don't hesitate to seek help. Reach out to a mental health professional, a trusted friend, or family member. There are numerous resources available to help you navigate through this challenging time. We'd love to hear about your experiences with depression and how you've managed. Please share in the comments below. Remember, you're not alone. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We sincerely hope that it has provided you with valuable insights into the signs of depression. If you found this content informative and helpful, we would truly appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Your support enables us to continue creating and sharing videos on important topics like this one. Let's keep the conversation going, and remember, you're not alone. Reach out, seek help, and take care of yourself. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.